UWE have won the toss and elected to receive. Okay.
Hello and welcome to another UWE Bullets game. And as we see the kickoff there, short one.
Yeah, we see a nice surprise onside kick to start us off. I know there's going to be some UWE players that are disappointed that they don't get to return it there. Speaking with a few of them before the game, excited, promising some kickoff returns, but they might have missed the one opportunity right there. Hello to everybody watching. My name is Craig McLeod. I'm joined here by Chris Green. Greener, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, good. Apologies for missing out on the last game. I was a bit disappointed to miss out, but, you know, glad to be back. Even if the weather conditions here are absolutely horrendous in the wind and rain, but we're here.
Listen, if you don't like wind, rain, uncomfortable conditions, then you don't like British American football. That is a fact.
Hey, but at least the players are playing on this lovely 4G surface and they don't have to crowd around in the mud.
Exactly. I mean, I think games like that, as we see a beautiful run from UWE, making it through to the first down, just a simple off-tackle run, making the yards needed, and moving the chains immediately. Some notable injuries here today for the UWE Bullets screener.
Yeah, no Ivan Niamagumbo today. He's sick, he's not very well, so he's not playing, unfortunately, and no Jake Sugger either, one of the offensive linemen for UWE. So a couple of big losses for them.
No, absolutely. Jake out with a shoulder injury at the moment, got a bit of an impingement there. As we see another run straight up the middle.
Oh, great cut. Yeah, I mean, it's just those small little intricate cuts.
As we see a replay down the middle, once again, that UWE line, look at them. We're seeing 3-4 offensive linemen past the chains. Just makes the game as a running back so much easier.
Yeah, and that's Sam Jenkins there with a few carries for the UWE offense, just making loads of ground, cutting through this UEA defense.
And again, we see another run, keeping it simple, keeping it on the ground. As UEA able to get around the tackler, not after a, looks like probably about 7-yard gain.
Yeah, about 7, so about 2nd and 3. Another notable miss today as well, Craig. No offensive coordinator, Frankie Pankhurst. He thought it would be good to book a skiing holiday this weekend on Super Bowl weekend.
Super Bowl weekend, his team's got a game, and this has been his decision. You know, I think a lot of people's opinions of Frankie Pankhurst might go downhill, but he's proven to do very well as an offensive coordinator for UWE, and let's just hope they don't miss a beat without him calling the plays.
QB keeping the ball here. Nice block by Jenkins, and he gets out of bounds, and it's going to be, I think, 1st and goal here for the UWE offense.
Yeah, UWE was just with a nice methodical drive here. Even there, another run, no yards through the air, and you can't blame them with the wind the way it is today. It's if you can win the game on the ground in this conditions, you might as well. Now we see another run from Sam Jenkins up the middle, getting in for the touchdown, I believe. There's a lot of whistles.
Might be a flag on the play. Yeah, we're going to hear from head ref here, I think.
And are we going to be hearing from our referee? No. Our white hat today, Evan Patterson.
Yeah, here we go.
Illegal formation. 5 in the backfield. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
I mean, that's just an unacceptable penalty there.
Yeah, discipline problems in terms of just not knowing where you need to be for the lineup. As you can see, well executed play. Really no need for those small mistakes. And UEA, the Bullets aren't the only team here today with some injury concerns. UEA depleted team.
Yeah,
showing up at
I
Hillside
was
Gardens.
talking to them before the game, and they said they've been struck by a lot of COVID. They'd usually have about 40 guys in their squad. Unfortunately, only bring about 20 here to UE.
Yes.
As we see Jenkins straight up the middle, and he's in for the score. Easy as that.
Yeah, good work again. Good work from the UE offensive line, just really dictating. Excuse me, where the Pirates defensive line are going to end up, and apparently that's on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like it. A lot of bodies hitting the floor there. And UE, as you know, go for 2. And as we see, Theo Landers talking to his receivers, figuring out what's what. And Theo keeps it. And I think he's in for the 2-point there.
Yeah, good run in there. And while we take a little break in the action as we get ready to restart, UE are up 8-0, and I just want to let everybody know that this live stream is brought to you by TeamBuildr. TeamBuildr is a weight room app that assists coaches in building powerful training programs and scheduling workouts. Join thousands of other teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in using the software to take your team to the next level. TeamBuildr is now offering a free 52-week football training program that comes with a 14-day free trial.
Well, that was nice. Give it a go, guys.
Yeah, TeamBuildr up at the top, right there. And yes, I believe that is the wind you can hear through the speakers there. We apologize for that in sound. There's not much we can do with that. Hopefully we're still coming through nice and clear and you're able to see the game yourself.
Yeah, it is quite open here next to the M32. There's not a lot of barriers for the wind, so we do get quite a nice cross breeze here.
Absolutely, bit of a wind trap.
Gardens. UE ready to kick off.
And the ball just falling off the tee there, unfortunately. To be expected. We might see another one of those before we see someone get down in the dirt and put a finger on it for him.
Yeah, I think so.
Again, while we've just got a little break in the action here, just to let you know that today's reffing crew is Evan Patterson, Graham Hedges, Liam McDonald and Richard Moga. If you're interested in joining and being an American football referee, please head to the website, which is www.bafra.info for more information.
The kickoff goes through the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. And UEA offense will trot out and start on their own 25.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what UEA choose to do when they come out here, come out of the gates. The UE defense has been absolutely dominating teams from the start of this season, not conceding a single point so far, which is an incredible thing to say when you consider some of the teams that are playing some of the offenses that they go up against. So let's see what UEA have up their sleeves. Maybe they've seen something in the video room.
Yeah, 0 points conceded this season from the Bullets so far, and I mean that in itself is just a ridiculous achievement.
As we see, yeah, UE just sending the house there.
Swarming. George Rhymes in the mix there. Jenna in the mix as well.
Yeah, as we see here, it's hard to tell from this angle, but UEA actually look like they've got an offset line, so they've taken the tackle from the left side, put them on the right for that particular play. I don't know if that's something we're going to see through the whole game. I'm not 100% in what UEA like to run, but it's interesting to see that offset line to start things off.
Yeah, same again as well. Offset to the left. 3 offensive linemen to the left of the center, and a flag on the play.
Yeah, play continuing, so looks like this will be on the UE defense. Swarming getting into the backfield. Unfortunately, the just, I believe that was the jet sweep coming through. Not able to get the edge.
Chenna just destroying the lead blocker and then making the tackle.
This then we'll just be hearing from Evan in a second here what this penalty is for.
Illegal formation. Offense. Only 4 linemen, numbered 50 through 79. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
And this is something I did notice, so not having the right numbers on the field. I did notice this when they were warming up. They did have a player in the 90s, 98, you can see him there. I did see him warming up with the offensive linemen, getting some practice out there with them. I'm guessing he's going to be playing both ways today. I hope that's something they can resolve quickly, because it'd be unfortunate if they can't.
Yeah, it will. I mean, what I don't get though is why was that not called on first down? The no substitution, so should it have not been called on first down? Obviously the refs didn't quite notice it quick enough.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Easily done though. I mean, you wouldn't usually expect that, would you?
No, these are things. Sometimes these penalties, it's easy to go, oh, this should have happened, that should have happened. But I mean, as long as you react accordingly to what's going on, you can't complain too much. And one thing I'll say, just with the first couple of plays that we've seen today, Greener, just from the defensive side of both teams, the UEA defenders just a lot more timid when it comes to the tackling compared to the UE Bullets. We saw Sam Jenkins just able to run, make some cuts, as they weren't looking to drive through and stop the player in his tracks. They were hoping to kind of just get hold of him. Whereas we see the UE team, we're seeing 7-8 players just all crowding towards the ball and really playing that aggressive football that's needed if you want to come away with the W.
Yeah, and obviously for UE as well, maybe a little bit out of game speed potentially, but we didn't really see that falter, and that's just due to having a couple of games cancelled. Obviously with the Swansea Titans and the Cardiff Cobras. Both games have to be played by this week, you know. If I can't see them getting 2 games in this week, so maybe there might be one next Sunday, but if not...
is declined. Result of the play, 3rd down.
Didn't know that was a penalty that could be accepted or declined, but I guess most of them can be.
Yeah, interesting, yeah. I mean, for me, if they haven't got a jersey change, I would just, if I was you, I'd probably just decline it every time and just give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I think we're seeing a jersey change, though. He might be turning it inside out by the looks of things. Classic Boafo.
Hey, listen, if you don't like wet weather, you don't like wind, and you don't like somebody having to turn their jersey inside out, then you don't like British American football. And as we see the offense lining up again, just waiting. I believe they're just waiting for the player to return to the field.
So, seeing as we've got a bit of another gap fill, because they're waiting for the player to come back on. Super Bowl predictions tonight. Craig, who's your money on?
Oh, wow, my money's on a lot of things, Greener, but then I probably have a problem. No, I'm really looking forward to the game, to be honest. I really like the idea of the Bengals winning. Big fan of Matthew Stafford, so it's just really fun to see him there after all the years he spent with the Lions. I'm just hoping for a good game. I'm hoping football wins. I know that's a very generic, cringy answer, but at the end of the day, we have to stay up until like 6 o'clock in the morning watching these games. And if they're not entertaining, that's just the absolute worst.
Yeah, I mean, it looks to be a good one. And good to see players like Joe Burrow, you know, making it in his 2nd year, comeback player of the year, coming back from that knee injury. I believe nobody has ever won the Heisman, a college championship, and a Super Bowl. He could potentially be the first person to do that.
He could be the first, and I believe only 3 people have won the college championship and a Super Bowl, and both, well, 2, sorry, so far, and both were called Joe. So if he does it, Joe Namath, Joe Montana, now we could have Joe Burrow in that list as well.
Here he comes, trotting back out in his blank jersey, inside out. Things you love to see, eh? Now we got a jet motion here.
I believe we're looking at a run based off the first motion, but the UE Bullets, again, just straight into the backfield. We do see another flag.
Flag coming in late. That could be jumping on the pile, potentially, or hold in that area.
And they're pointing towards the UE line, so I believe you're probably right with the unnecessary roughness at the end of the play.
Let's have a little look at the replay. AK just penetrating the line there. Don't really see a lot there.
No, it's just tackling the player, getting him down.
See what Patterson has to say.
Personal foul, face mask.
Oh.
44, defense.
That makes way more sense, Greener.
From the previous spot, automatic 1st down.
Yeah, that does make sense. And so we get a 1st down for UEA by penalty, and that's going to put them at around about the 30-yard line. And UE digging himself in a little bit of a hole there, but I'm sure they'll rally and sort out the problems. See a snap on the floor.
It's on the floor, yep. Sorry, a bit of an echo in here, Greener. I think everything you're saying is being repeated.
I'm a bit out of practice, you know. missed one game, and now I'm back.
Well, no, I didn't miss the game. I'm the one making the mistakes. As we see, watching the snap, just low, and again, this wet weather and this wind is going to lead to some snaps that go a bit wayward. We might see both teams look towards maybe playing more under center to avoid those things from happening. As it stands, UEA still out in shotgun.
Another jet motion again. Looks like it's going to be a common theme of their offense.
Again, breaking through in the confusion, but unfortunately, UE doing a fantastic job of setting the edge, not allowing any runners to get to the outside.
Yeah, Chenna on the tackle there. Strong tackle.
And you'll see it here, nice and strong. He's on number blank, and he's just able to just keep his hands moving, keep his legs moving, and take that outside.
I mean, it's great body position, outside contain there, forcing him back inside, shedding the offensive lineman to make the tackle. Good technique. Good strong tackle.
Yeah, very good from the whole defensive front there.
Yeah, we got third and a mile here. See if they take to the air. No, they're going to take to the ground again. And again, the UE defense just sending UEA closer and closer back to their own end zone.
Yeah, we saw a couple of defensive linemen putting the offense in a spin cycle there, as we see just a few UEA offensive linemen just unsure on where they should be going, just looking for that next block. Which again is quite smart, you know. Sometimes you see these offensive linemen get absolutely roasted and turn around and try and make up for the mistake. But I mean, the quarterback doesn't want to see your face. He wants to see the back of your jersey, and so you might as well try and get to the next block.
Yeah.
I mean, make your first block, obviously, would be the ideal thing.
That would be ideal, yeah. We see UEA in punt formation, quite a short distance back from the snapper here. 23 who's the punter.
It is, as we see a potential block. It goes high. It's quite a short punt, and it won't be getting returned.
As Gabriel Rivera back there to try and return it, but it's going to be down by UEA. And not a bad punt there, actually.
It got a good distance from that bounce. Not much height. The wind definitely caught it from what we can see here.
Yeah, that breeze is coming diagonally across the field from the M32 towards us where we're stood and where the cameras are.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, well done and thank you to the camera people here today. They're a lot less protected than we are, and they're doing a great job.
The blue roll windscreen wipers out as well. Having to keep recycling that roll so it doesn't get wet.
it's already soaked. It's expanded 3 times the size. As we see UE stepping back for the first pass of the game.
And Landers complete to Albright there. And a nice first down.
And a really good job diving forward for the first down. As you see the step back, nice confidence in that pass. And cutting to the inside to just make those yards. And he made a good 5-6 yards after the catch there. And more importantly, the first down.
You see Drew Carson now on the carry. Nice gain. Very
good game. And just a good runner. And this is the thing, when you're facing the UE Bullets and you see that number 3 change to number 21, that doesn't mean anything. Both Sam and Drew at running back just make moves and just make people miss and make people hurt when they try and tackle them.
Yeah, it's a good 1-2 punch, isn't it? Landers back in the gun.
Looking for the pass, looking straight down. It's a risky pass.
Good defense there. Pass was a little bit behind the receiver there.
A very good job from number 22 for UEA getting himself across the front of that route. You can see he's behind, and the ball just hangs up in the air a little bit, and he does have the opportunity for the interception. Really unlucky, but good read. And just unfortunate with that pass. Better conditions, and I think that gets there with plenty of time to spare.
Yeah, Kevin Adams, intended receiver there. Would have been a tough catch, that one.
Yeah.
See in motion. And Crawford now on the carry. Getting outside.
Yeah, great blocking.
Nicely blocking up front. Yeah, and another first down.
And again, we say it every week, Greener, but the blocking, not just from the offensive line of UE, but the receivers and the tight ends and the running back, as we see Drew getting to the outside here.
Yeah,
just going downfield, all of them. And again, not getting touched until he's close to that first down marker.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for UE at about the 12-yard line. You see Landers back to pass. And a little bit over the head of Albright there.
Yeah, just out of reach, unfortunately. Again, wind blowing in that direction, so easily could have just taken it a little bit. And he knows it. He knows as soon as he releases it. You can see the frustration in that small little op.
Goes the handoff to Drew Carson, and Carson straight up the gut.
And I believe he's been stopped just before the goal line.
First and goal from about the 1 yard line. Just got tripped up there. Again, look at this blocking. I mean, they did get a bit of penetration there. 35 did have a chance in the backfield.
But again, you've got two people there, and that tackle needs to be made.
Yeah, first and goal from about the 1. I think we're probably going to see the same play here, run straight up the gut. And there it is, Carson, and he's in for 6. Again, just a well-oiled machine, that UE offense, just driving down.
Absolutely, and the thing is, like we said, you know, UE missing their starting QB in Ivan, missing Jacob in the line, and not a beat being missed so far.
There definitely isn't much of a drop-off, is there? I mean, it just shows the depth of the UE offense and how good the backups are as well.
And we've got some second-team players jumping up today due to the injuries UE are having. You know, there's the next man up mantra. Really, it matters when your top players are playing exceptional football. Your second players need to be close to that mark as well.
As we see Carson on the 2-point carry.
And he's successful too.
Yep. So it's going to be 16 to the UWE Bullets and 0 to the UEA Pirates.
As we just see a replay of this, I'd like to remind everybody that we're also sponsored by PlayOverseas. PlayOverseas have helped the UWE Bullets recruit in American football since the first recruit, Tyler Zylan, in 2018, and have had recruits compete for them every year since. They work closely with Coach Dan Mayer to assist his recruitment, and the service provided for any prospective player is free without any charge at any stage. PlayOverseas have helped over 250 US student athletes move to the UK to date. The link is in our YouTube description. But if you are interested in playing for UE or any other teams over in the UK and you are a US player, please visit www.playoverseas.co.uk.
Yeah, great opportunity for these guys to get an extra year of football and to get a much cheaper master's degree over here as well. And the university gains money for having international students. So it's a win-win.
Win-win for everybody. It's a great opportunity, you know, especially for these students that are looking to continue playing a sport while more importantly, getting their masters and continuing their education. As we see a boot going out of bounds, I'm not surprised it's happened.
It just slid. It just kind of slid from the surface water, and then the wind just took it.
As our protection for our TV goes flying at the same time as that ball goes out of bounds.
Again, our streaming company, CheersMate Productions, here today, offering you this fantastic stream in these horrendous conditions as well.
Yeah, they can definitely say now, rain or shine, they're there. That is for sure. And so can we, as we bring you this game, as we see UEA, the Pirates, setting up for their second drive of the game.
See that now, jet sweep. Nice cut up. And they're going to get some positive yards there. I think only 1 or 2 on the ground. But it's a step in the right direction.
Absolutely, like they've got to go to the well, they've got to go to what they practice and what they feel comfortable doing, but they also at the same time have to be willing to make those adjustments if things aren't working, and whether that's from a coaching and scheme standpoint or from a player standpoint, we saw it there. Instead of trying to get to the outside, took a cut to the inside, took a nice cut. Unfortunately, UE defense, very well disciplined, filling up all the gaps.
So UEA second down and about 8. And a flag, false start potentially. Usually on a pre-snap penalty.
False start. Number 23, offense. 5-yard penalty.
You played this game before, Greeno?
Still second down.
Oh, I've dabbled a little bit. Actually dabbled a little bit in flag as well recently.
Did you?
Yeah, I gave it a little go. Not bad. With the Keynsham Kings down in Keynsham.
Nice, nice. Good to see the sport expanding beyond contact as well. A lot of people enjoy the game, don't want to be hit. I would have enjoyed the game a lot more if I didn't get hit. So, you know, good to see these flag options available.
Don't worry, I'm not giving up contact. You see UEA now, third and long. Sorry, second and long.
See in motion again from the wide receiver. I believe we've got a pass.
That's going to be a sack. That could be the end of the quarter there, I think.
Yeah, that's the end of the quarter. So we'll see the team swap over. And
this is the end of the first quarter.
We still got 3 minutes to go on our screen. It's almost like the refs are letting that clock run a little bit more because of the weather.
Yeah, I've seen things stop a little bit there.
I see it happen quite a lot. So we've reached the end of the first quarter, and it's the UWE Bullets 16, the UEA Pirates 0.
And again, just want to take this opportunity to let you know today's game is also sponsored by EP Sports. EP Sports, providing the UK and Europe with high-quality American football equipment and apparel, helping athletes reach potential since 2007. So, Greener, I gotta say, one thing I failed on today, I put my Timbs on, I put on a nice rainproof jacket, and here I am in jeans.
Yeah, that's a
here
epic fail there, schoolboy error.
You know, I'm living in Cardiff at the moment. I'm obviously out with people in Bristol tonight for the Super Bowl, and here I am with only one pair of soaked jeans. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it being a Sunday, probably won't have time to go and shop for something else because it will all be closed by the time this game finishes.
Well, absolutely. You know, this is a reminder for anyone in the UK that's going to be watching the Super Bowl at home tonight. You might want to go out and get your beer soon. It's a Sunday. Supermarkets will be shutting sooner rather than later as we get ready for the second quarter of action.
Yeah, I'll be staying at home watching it tonight. Some of us, unfortunately, don't get time off work being a teacher, and yeah, we're not allowed extra time off.
I ain't got time to teach. Extra time off?
Not extra time, no. We get enough as it is.
I'm sure there's some teachers that would disagree with you. As a short punt, looks like it's going to get returned.
Oh, Gabe Rivera.
Gabe Rivera
big
with a
hit.
Nice cut into
Number
the big
65.
hit, yeah.
And Gabe obviously a bit disappointed this season, having a couple of touchdown returns called back for flags. He looked like he was going to go all the way there, and Big 65 said, no thanks,
no,
and shut
thank
the
you.
door.
Look at it, we see 65 coming through. Puts his whole body weight behind it. Good hit, lad, good hit. And I tell you what, Greener, you can vouch for this one. You were there during my time at UWE, but I'm no stranger to the flags being thrown when you score a touchdown. I think I had like 6 of them in my my 4 years of playing.
Yeah, it's always tough when you find pay dirt and then you turn around and there's yellow rags all over the floor.
Especially when it's something silly like the wide receiver lined up offside. As we see UWE going for a pass with that great return.
And Landers has got it, and he's complete the X. Number 5 for the touchdown.
1 play, 6 points.
Yeah, good from Theo Landers there. Buying time, rolling to his left. And quite difficult rolling to your left as a right-handed QB, but he still has the way to get that technique, swivel his hips, and find X in the end zone.
Yeah, and he did a really good job. The rollout really looked like it confused the Pirates' defense there, as we saw number 18 kind of getting a little bit lost, a little bit in no man's land. Not sure if he should come up, not sure if he should be back to defend. And that's the thing, again, when you've got a strong running attack, you've got a strong passing attack.
Again, rolling left, and Landers is going to keep it, and he's in for 2.
And there we are, another successful 8-point trip for the UWE Bullets. And if we want to go back to things we're betting on for tonight, I'd like to see some 2-point conversions in this Super Bowl. And again, yeah, lovely run, lovely getting himself to the outside.
Yeah, it is interesting in the NFL that now that they, you know, a couple of seasons ago now, but they changed the extra point rule, so a lot more teams do go for 2.
Absolutely. It's yeah, it's a lot more exciting to see those things. PATs used to be, as I was listening to something the other day, and basically like PATs, you could shank a PAT from where it used to be and you'd still make it. But, you know, and there's a lot more room for error now, which makes the game a little bit more exciting. UWE choosing to go for the 2-point conversion because, 1, I don't believe they've got a kicker, and 2, it's just more plays, more opportunity to run plays, see what they design, see what works, see what doesn't work.
I mean, there's a kicker right now. He's on the field ready to kick off. I'd say they probably do have a kicker, but Yeah, you know, they go with percentages, and it's always been a thing that Coach Dan Mayer kind of preaches.
See the squib up the middle.
Oh.
And good decision to just stop and drop on the ball there. Obviously, the ball's slick, the ground's slick.
Yeah, don't make a bad play into a worse play, as I say.
I've never heard you say that before.
I've said it a few times. It's more so to the QB, like when they're running out and they're trying to throw the ball and trying to force something, and they throw a pick. Don't make a bad play into a worse play. Live to fight another day.
Absolutely, absolutely.
As we see the UEA offense trotting to the line of scrimmage now. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Oh, good penetration.
Yeah, and as we see it up close to the snap, obviously UE getting through. Not a lot of foot movement in these UEA players. You can see them moving a little bit, but just not able to get those feet driving to really start pushing these UE defenders about a little bit. Start driving those feet, start getting a little bit lower, and just start letting them know you're here to play.
I think that's Darian Simmons on the tackle there. I think he's changed his number. I think he was wearing 97, but now he's wearing 23. I'm pretty sure it's him.
Yeah, apologies for my lack of any number and name. All my sheets of paper and all my notes have got absolutely soaked today. So, as we see another sack, I believe? Or was it a tackle for a loss?
Tackle for a loss.
Tackle for a loss.
UEA player slow to get up there. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, to the running back. And
get up 54, you got to wrap up, son.
Yeah. Did enough to slow him down. But yeah, again, those mistakes against some bigger boys at running back, you'll be paying for it. That'll be a first down. That could go all the way.
Yeah, and you know, UE will have one eye on the playoffs at the moment and looking at those northern teams and seeing who's going to play. And you know, some of those teams that are making the playoffs up there are maybe a little bit stronger than some of the southern teams. So,
well, I mean, yeah, we've seen some fantastic play from Nottingham, from Leeds. Stirling are always going to be a tough game.
Yeah, you know, Leeds upset Nottingham, didn't they, the other week?
That's right.
And Nottingham answered back with a 39-0 win over the Stirling Klansmen last week. And their game's actually, the Durham and Stirling's been cancelled this week, I think, due to COVID, and I think they're replaying it next week. Oh. But it'll be interesting to see what these other teams do with only 1 week left in the season, having to play the games, whether they're going to be walkover wins. It's always interesting to see what Bucks does in those situations.
Well, at some point you have to start considering player safety as well. You know, as we see a flag for what I believe will be offside for the UWE Bullets. As we wait to hear from our white hat today, Evan Patterson.
Number 17, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still the 4th down.
Yeah, you usually don't see a pre-snap penalty on the defense unless it's with contact. Yeah. So we got 4th and 25 around about now. UEA just keep digging themselves into a hole here.
And as we're seeing them line up, I believe it's our punter back there.
Yeah, punt formation now. He's only about 8 yards deep. You know?
Yeah, it's a short punt. He's got a short release on it as well. It's like one step through. Nearly got blocked on the last one. We'll see if the UE special teams have more luck getting to him this time.
Oh, I think someone got a hand on that. Either that or he shanked it because the ball's come over by us. And that is not a very good result for UEA there.
No.
Only about 10 or 15 yards net on the punt there.
Yeah, we see the refs close here, marking it about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, only a 4-man crew today as well. Obviously a little bit depleted on Bafra, but you know, they're out here, they're doing a job, and at least we can get the game on.
Absolutely, mad respect for them for showing up and making sure this goes ahead.
And UE and Lander's offense trots out. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the UEA 40-yard line. Landers back to pass.
You see, nice deep ball, possibly there
Over
for...
the middle. I think he had Kevin Adams on the left side, but elected not to go that way on the corner route.
I mean, part of that decision-making might come down to the weather. That's against the wind. It's a big, deep ball across your body. And you can see he's looking at it. You can see he's looking at it. He's thinking about it. Comes across the middle. Nearly pays dearly for it.
Yeah, he moved on to his 3rd read there. Now this is going to be 2nd and 10. And we'll see back to the ground game here. Drew Carson.
Doing a great job of following his blocks.
Yeah. Great patient run in there. Waiting for his blocks to develop up front and then cutting inside and getting what he can.
And again,
first down.
And if you're UEA, you have to take the positives where you can in things like this. UE had to work harder for this play than they have for some previous ones. He had to really follow his blocks until he saw a bit of daylight, and then he was through. There was a bit of drive in there. Bit more of that, please, UEA.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 for UE, about their UEA 30-yard line now. You see a jet motion from Kevin Adams, and it is a jet sweep. Oh, good cut.
Very
nice
good cut.
And he gets about 8 or 9 yards on the play, so 2nd and 2.
I think he was close to making a couple of Pirate players tackle each other there.
Yeah, some shifty moves from Adams. Nice slick cuts there.
You see 35 following through.
And a 2nd. And then he gets German suplexed.
Yeah, that was a good one. Brock Lesnar would be proud.
See Landers back in the gun. He hands it off to Carson. Carson up the gut.
Oh, he's broke
down.
through the tackle. He's still on his feet.
Nearly maintained his balance
Yeah,
there.
really good job of staying up for as long as he did. Especially after breaking a couple of tackles at the start there. Yards after contact for Drew on that run was really impressive.
Great core strength from Drew Carson, as you see the finish of the tackle there.
Yeah,
so it's going to be 1st and goal for UE.
Drew's a bit disappointed in himself, but number 89 there did a good job of getting him to the ground. 85, sorry.
Yeah, I think he's going to probably get another chance here on a carry, I would imagine. Landers back to pass. Rolling to his left.
Really good coverage.
And he takes off. I think he's got in there. Yeah, he's
the referee,
in.
we see the signal. Just fantastic athleticism there to get out. Fantastic coverage from the Pirates. Really force it. You can see he's really wanting to get that ball downfield, and unfortunately none of the 4 or 5 players that go to meet him in the backfield can get to him. Just a shifty athlete.
And remember, this is UWE's 2nd string quarterback.
Yes.
This is Landers. This isn't Ivan, and it just goes to show what depth they have at quarterback. You know, there's not much of a drop off there at all.
But one thing with the UWE Bullets is, you know, you've got a lot of individual players there that are fantastic athletes, fantastic at their position, but they're all looking to help each other. They're all looking to improve. Just because somebody's coming for your job doesn't mean that you're stopping them from doing that, you know?
As we see Carson just barrel his way into the end zone there for 2 points.
Another successful 2-point conversion. UWE firing on all cylinders. And just going back to that previous point there, Greener, one thing that I did notice in some previous games, I think it was the Swansea game, that wouldn't have been shown on our cameras and might not get talked about, but UWE players were helping some Swansea players as well. You know, after the game, they were talking to them. They'd noticed some kinks in their game, and they were like, look, just adjust this, do this, and spending a good 15-20 minutes with them to really help improve. And that's one thing that we've not had a chance to talk about, but love to see it.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, you know, getting these Americans over here, you know, to expand our game, but not just for our own team, but then just helping out some of the opposition as well. You know, it was great sportsmanship from those guys at UWE, and I take my hats off to them. It was great to see coaching up the Swansea guys after the game.
Absolutely, and that's the thing you see, like you see British players go to America to play, you know, our football, soccer, and they'll be doing the same thing for the Americans. It's all about give and take. As you see, another kickoff, go out of bounds.
Oh, it's only just gone out of bounds at about the 1 there. He's very unlucky. But UEA are going to get this on the 35-yard line.
Literally a yard before the pylon there. That was very unfortunate.
Kicking team. Ball be placed 30 yards from the spot of the kick. 1st down.
Bit unsure why he said 30 yards from the spot kick.
Yeah,
I always thought
no,
it was 15 yards back from the halfway line in college rules.
So yeah, that's what that silence was for, because I was trying to figure out too. I wasn't sure if it was because, you know, in the UK not everybody plays on 100-yard pitches.
Yeah, so usually it's 15 yards back from the halfway line, so that would be the 35-yard line for college rules, and in the NFL it's on the 40-yard line.
You see UE reacting to the motion, which you don't blame him for.
Nice run.
Yeah, the running back getting to the outside, making a good 4-yard gain, 3-4-yard gain.
Yeah, nice run in there, following his blocks. Some penetration at the middle. He did well to get away from that initial penetration and to get outside and follow his lead blockers. Gain about 3 or 4 yards on the play. George Rhymes there on the tackle. Good hit.
Yeah, that was a nice play all around. Really good pursuit. You see so many UE jerseys there around the player.
We got a clock stoppage here, timeout UE. As Dan Mayer calls the troops in.
At 5:24, 5 minutes, 24 seconds. First charge timeout, UWE.
So what have you seen so far, Craig? What do UEA have to do on offense to be able to start getting first downs?
Listen, they need to start driving their feet. They need some better work from the offensive line. UWE's defensive line and UWE's blitzers and people off the edge are just having their way with them at the moment. And you know, you've played quarterback, I've played running back. You know as well as I do, if you can't do anything in a split second because of that line, nothing's gonna progress.
Yeah, it all breaks down. It all starts up front, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So I'd like to see some better movement from their offensive line, and maybe, I know the weather's it's not really allowing for it, and with a defense like this you aren't going to have many opportunities. Maybe they need to go to the air a bit more.
They've got to try it. They've got to try it, because at the moment the ground game's not working. They're going back and back and back and back. Okay, yeah, we've seen them get their first kind of positive yardage here on this play, but they're going back and back and back, and they're in the negative offensive yards at the moment.
They have to be.
So it would be good to see what they do have through the air and what options they have there at receiver.
Well, let's see if they've heard us from all this way, as we see 2nd and 6.
Bit of a fumbled snap by the QB, and you know, all that hard work getting those 5 yards, they've lost them straight away.
Yeah, and there's nothing more frustrating. As soon as this ball is snapped, one player through,
yeah,
second player
Chenna
there.
again. Chenna has just been in the backfield the whole day today. He's a tough guy to block.
He is a very tough guy to block, very athletic,
Yeah.
very quick with his hands.
Former player for the London Warriors and at SGS at the Filton Pride, and also a former Stirling Klansman alumni as well.
There we are, he's been there, seen it all, as we see another outside run attempt by the UEA Pirates. Going nowhere.
I think that was T on the tackle.
And a bit of concern as players surround number 21 for the UEA Pirates.
Look at T with the hand warmer as well, the white hand warmer at the front for the defensive lineman. I like that. Got a lot of time for that.
And we will be having a clock stoppage here with the injured player down.
Officials timeout, injury.
Yeah, it doesn't look too serious, I don't think.
He's
Just
up on
dropped
his
a couple of
knees,
knees,
which you like to see.
As we see the replay here, so the jet motion, run up the middle, good outside contain from Martin. I'd like to see his technique wrap up there on the tackle, but T's there to clean it up. T, put your hands in your hand warmer, son. Warm those hands. Not just for show.
If it is just for show, can we get that hand warmer over here then, please?
Yeah, I could do with it.
Surprised you don't have one, Greener.
I've actually got one in the car. I'm about to get it at halftime. I'm thinking about it. I should have brought some gloves, really. And it's going to be 4th down and 13 for UEA.
Yeah, we do
And
see
some
the punter
punting.
back there. Hopefully a bit more success on this punt.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that last one if it did get a little tip on it or he just shanked it. I'm
Yeah,
not
really
sure.
not sure.
Low snap. Good kick.
good height, straight out of bounds, probably around the 50-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, there's a flag, I think, on the play. Yeah, flag down. So it's either going to be offside or an illegal formation.
Well, we got number
Offside.
65 dancing.
Number 44, defense.
He knew.
5-yard penalty.
He knew it was on the
Still
defense.
4th down.
Yeah, offside there.
Give it that little,
AK was offside.
shimmy.
Big man showing some moves. Wonder if he's a Bengal or a Rams fan, if he'd be dancing like that tonight.
He might not even watch the game, might just go dancing.
Good Sunday night in Bristol, embargoes. Sunday night embargoes, that's what we always used to go to when I was at uni. Some epic nights there.
Which time? Which time when you were at uni?
The first time.
The first time.
The first time. Not the second time.
Yeah, and we will see another punt as it is 4th and 8.
Yeah, the wind just picking up. I got a feeling this ball's coming our way again.
As you see a low punt.
Better kick this time. It's going to be returnable for Rivera as he picks it up off the ground and he's running to his left. Some good blocking up front. No flags, please. No flags.
No flags.
Rivera up the sideline.
He does look. He might have to make a cut. He doesn't make the cut and he steps out of bounds and he's so annoyed.
Oh no! He's just out of bounds at about the 5-yard line there. He must be gutted. No flags either, so the score would have counted. I mean, great poise there just to pick it up off the ground.
Great work from the UE team. Now, one thing in punt coverage here, it's just one play. It's meant to be a transition of possession. And the way UEA attacked, as we see him step out, tries to tiptoe into the end zone, but it's too late, Gabe. It's too late.
Yeah, great hustle by the UE blockers there. Chen and George Rhymes out front, sprinting. Gabe just overtaking him at the end, unfortunately, and you know, maybe he would like to have that one back to cut inside as we see Landers back to pass. And in for the touchdown, Kevin Adams, 6 points. And we're into running clock territory. Usually it would be in the second half, but with COVID restrictions, really annoying. They have changed the running clock for the first half as well.
They have changed the rules. We see Kevin with a touchdown. Last game that you weren't here for, Greeno, we saw Kevin make a great catch and run into the end zone. Got tackled by his hair. There was a big clump of it still in the field.
Landers on the sweep and in for 2. Yeah, I did watch the game back, Craig, and I did feel sorry I left you on your lonesome commentating on that game. But yeah, I did see him get tackled by his hair.
It was as a man with long hair, it was rough to see, and he was he was in high spirits about it after. I think he went and got the locks of hair as a memory of not upset about it. He knew that his hair was there to be tackled. He knew the rules, he knew the risks.
See about 3 minutes to go in the half, and the score is now UE 40, UEA 0. It looks like the UE defense are going to keep that blob for the rest of the season. I don't see UEA getting anywhere near the end zone at this rate.
Yeah, I'd like to see something. Like I say, all phases of play for the UEA Pirates at the moment. There's just something lacking. I know on that punt return, it was a low punt, which meant that the gunners and the chasers weren't going to be able to get there, but Gabe had so much time, and so everybody pursuing where the ball is, not spreading out. It's just little mistakes.
Oh, is the kick going to go out of bounds?
It's still in.
That's
it's still in.
Ball.
He's a live ball.
Is a live ball.
Get down. He's
safety. Oh.
Down on the 1. That is a live ball.
It's on the 1 yard line. He just got out of the end zone. I didn't think he was going to pick it up there.
No, I thought we were going to see.
Now, because it was that close to the sideline, if he'd have been smart,
he could
have
stepped
put
out of bounds.
One step out of bounds, then picked up the ball.
Yep.
Then he got the ball on the 35-yard line.
Warning at 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's a safety.
Personally, that's a rule that not a lot of people know. If it's close to the sideline, you can take yourself out of bounds, pick the ball up, and that counts as a kick out of bounds. They would have got the ball on the 35.
Yeah, there's some big examples. Actually, Randall Cobb, current Green Bay Packer, has done that a few times in returns. It's a very, very clever play. I love seeing those, you know, understanding the rules and adjusting how you're playing it. Unfortunately, UEA didn't believe that was a live ball, and
yeah, I mean, I think we're probably going to see a safety here.
And shades of previous UWE Bullets games. I don't know if anybody watching will have been a part of the UWE versus Exeter game, where unfortunately Exeter won with like a 70-yard field goal to finish the game due to our players not jumping on the ball like that. And little mental errors can make big differences.
That game still hurts, Craig. That was
Seeing
probably like
hurt.
10 years ago. It was probably like 10 years ago.
Might have been 10 years ago.
Yeah,
now.
as we see UWE trying to jump the snap there, but the hard count draws him offside. Or was it maybe a full start? Gabe Revere simulating it was.
Well, you're going to do that, aren't you? No, it wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. It was them. It was them. Trust me.
I didn't know you were a fan of Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Man, I love some Shaggy.
False start.
No, he's right.
Offense.
Half distance.
Half distance to the goal. Still first down.
So, it's going to be on about the half-yard line now.
I tell you what, it's a shame they jumped, because they did a really good job with the hard count drawing UE off. They've been doing a lot of the same motions. And
yeah, the
we
right
see,
guard.
yeah. The thing is...
That was the guy who was dancing just a minute ago.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he won't be dancing much anymore. But you got to understand that, because that was Chenna coming through.
Yeah, I think UWE are probably going to send the house here and try and get this safety. You know, the defense want to get onto the board.
Well, I believe with Frankie Pankhurst out, coach, the offensive coordinator for today is Coach Anthony Fersman. If he was the defensive coordinator, this would be his send 11.
Engage 8. The Madden play. Oh, he gets out.
Nice.
Does a good job there, the UEA running back, to get out of a little bit of breathing room there.
As we see, that might have been the only gap he had. Yeah, good job. UE number 74 just holding up the centre, just forcing T there, forcing the running back to make a decision.
You see the wind, you can hear the wind picking up.
Yeah, you'll hear my teeth chattering in a second as well.
It's very cold and wet here at Hillside Gardens.
That might be the end of the half.
Could be, or it could be a timeout. The ref's going for the ball. Yeah, it's going to be half time.
This is the end of the first half.
So, end of the first half. UWE Bullets 40, UEA Pirates 0. Craig, anything from you?
No, nothing as we go into the half. Obviously, we see the UE players running to the sideline, looking to get themselves inside. Get yourself warm, lads. Get yourself out here. And more importantly, we look forward to seeing everybody for the second half, Greena. What about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, see how many points UE can get to at this rate. I mean, we'd love to see your comments on the stream. I'll have a little quick look when we go inside to see your score predictions. And anyone has any questions for us, please post them in the comment section. I'll have a little look in the break and we can answer for them for you when you come back for the second half. But please stay tuned. Go grab yourself a beverage, stay warm, and we'll see you in the second half.
See you soon.
Super goal. I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody. Pitchside. England have won this one, 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.
Callum looking for Godfrey. Callum got Godfrey.
2018 champions, the London Bullets. Winners of 2018.
Boys, well done, boys. Let's give it up. Go on, lads.
Hello and welcome back. We're just getting ready for the second half of this game between the UWE Bullets versus the UEA Pirates. Just a reminder, we will be seeing a running clock from the get-go of the second half as UE are lining up for the kick.
Yeah, appreciate the comment, love, in the comment section of the stream. I had a nice little look at halftime. We appreciate your support for myself and Craig and for all the guys in the UE Bullets.
As we see a nice deep kickoff from UE. I do believe there's some UWA hands. I don't know why he's trying to keep that in bounds. As UE recover it in
That's
the
a touchdown.
end zone for
That's a
a
touchdown.
touchdown.
I don't know what was going on there.
UEA the rest of the players very confused with what's going on. In my opinion, very clearly a touchdown. Just some miscommunication, maybe some misunderstanding on what the rules are.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to do there.
And it might actually be down at the 1. I don't believe it can be advanced.
No, they've signaled it for as a touchdown. They've signaled a touchdown.
UEA player just speaking with some other players, speaking with some people on the sideline. I think just a misunderstanding of what the rule is there.
Yeah, a bit like on the other kickoff with the understanding of the stepping out of bounds.
Yeah.
To pick it up. Again, they should just let that ball go. It was going to go out. It was going to go into the end zone. It would have been a touchback. Instead, the UE player picks it up and he's in the end zone. UE not got enough men on the field right now. There we go, they've sorted it out.
No, well, I mean, their offense probably was just in the middle of a huddle.
Landers running a speed option.
Yeah, but I mean,
and Sam Jenkins in. Shout out to Sam Jenkins' mum and dad. I seen they commented. They said he was their favourite football player in Ohio. Sorry, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, we will say that as Sam's parents, you have the right to say that. I don't know if anybody else in Ohio, maybe in Cleveland, they might agree with you, but everywhere else, there's going to be a lot of Joe Burrow love. Just while we go for the quick points there from UE. Really sorry, like we're a touchdown in already due to the misunderstanding from the UEA special teams. While we look to reset to go again, just a reminder that this live stream is brought to you by TeamBuildr. TeamBuildr is a weight room app that assists coaches in building powerful training programs and scheduling workouts. Join thousands of other teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in using our software to take your team to the next level. TeamBuildr is now offering a free 52-week football training program that comes with a 14-day free trial.
You see UE ready to line up for the kickoff.
Yeah, getting a bit of deja vu from a couple of minutes ago here, Greener.
Yeah, it's always like we saw this.
Nice high kick.
This
Again.
time it is going to bounce into the end zone.
And that will be a touchback. So yeah, I think it was because the UEA player touched the ball in the previous kickoff.
So we have one question from previous head coach, Matthew Dyke. Shout out Matt Dyke. How many non-supported players are UE1 starting? I'm not sure what he means by non-supported players. Does he
We
mean...
support all our players here at UE. We love them all. If he means players not receiving any benefits, the UE team's actually a performance sport team, which means all the players get benefits in terms of extra strength and conditioning, talks with physios and nutritionists, things of that nature.
Yep, they're all performance athletes, so they all get some sort of extra help and support.
Yeah, and the good thing, like with UE as a program, those things have always been on offer. It's just a case of the teams to pursue it, you know. We see it with obviously PlayOverseas, for example. One of today's sponsors has helped UE, but they've also brought athletes to loads of other universities.
Yeah,
you know.
as you see, like Leeds, Carnegie have got Americans. Nottingham are full of Americans this year.
Absolutely.
Durham as well.
Stirling have been offering scholarships. I mean, Birmingham Lions, they relied on scholarships for a very long time. Maybe not with international players, but you know, bringing those scholar athletes. And those are things that are available to all universities to do. It's a lot of communication with the academic side of things. You'll notice UE have a lot of all-American academics.
Yeah, and it's all about
conference
extra money
academics.
for the uni. I mean, the uni gets money for international students and bums on seats, so it is beneficial to them.
Absolutely, it's just one of the many things the coach Mayer's taken advantage of when offered to him.
I mean, it's a no-brainer, really.
Absolutely.
If it was me running any program, I would definitely spend some time into recruiting, because there's a lot of student athletes in America that would love the opportunity to play an extra year of football and also get a master's at a discounted rate.
Absolutely.
Much cheaper than what would have been in the
As we
States.
see third down for UEA, looks to be going nowhere. Will be a tackle in the backfield. And we'll be looking at 4th and 11.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very quick game, Craig. First half only lasting about 50 minutes. I did have a cheeky word with one of the refs and say, who was on the clock? Was it running a little bit? Oh, they said as soon as it went to 40, that's when we ran the clock. I was like, I think someone might have been running it a little bit quicker in the first quarter. Oh, he said, well, there was a lot of run plays, not many incomplete passes, so that clock does deplete quite quickly, which is a fair point.
There was a lot of run plays. There was a lot of run plays. One thing I did notice when we're saying that UEA need to throw more, we meant throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, someone said that we thought throw the game. Obviously, that's not what I meant.
No.
I meant they need to throw the ball.
That would be an egregious thing to say, as we see a bit of a muff punt, maybe a bit of a block. Not many yards, but luckily for UEA Pirates, no return as well.
So, also having a chat with Coach Anthony Fursman at half-time, he said if the UE offense score 3 more touchdowns, I think that's the most offensive touchdowns, so not accounting defense and special teams. 3 offensive touchdowns, that's the most they've scored in any game. So, and that's this season. So if they score, and it is very hard to score more than 5 or 6, just because
of that running clock.
That running clock, it just kills your time with the ball. Well, now we're already halfway through the third quarter, and this is the first time the UE offense have got out. So we see Landers back to pass.
You're looking for
and he goes short to number 14. I think that's... I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, again, apologies where they're not allowing for our extensive notes to be brought out today. But yeah.
Oh, I think that's Lex. That's Lex. Yeah, that's Lex. Yeah, I know who that is.
Good pass, good body adjustment, good movement there.
Oh, he almost fumbled the ball there. You see that? Just hopped out.
Yeah, he's lucky he went down to the ground, as we see a massive gap.
Oh, great truck by Drew Carson. Oh, he's going to rumble to the end zone. I mean, big run from Carson. He's going to get flagged for spiking the ball, but I mean, he's pumped. He is pumped. He trucked someone on the way to pay dirt.
Yeah, there's everybody on the UE offense should be happy with this. As we see a replay, we'll just see an absolutely massive gap line up.
Look at the push, one-on-one in the hole, beats his man, boom, sit down. 2 UEA guys on the floor.
And there's the flag. He put the ball on the ground.
I mean, is it?
I wouldn't count that as a spike.
Call, no.
This, if it's from the hip, it's not a spike.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've ever watched Gronk do it. he rotates that bad boy around like he's windmilling a dunk. That's a spike.
Yeah, that is a spike. that wouldn't have scored much on the Richter scale, that one.
No, not at all.
The play is a touchdown. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 21, UWE. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Try down.
To be honest, there, Greener, I probably would have given Drew Carson a penalty for the star jump he did at the end more than the spike.
The star jump, not many marks out of 10 for that.
And I don't believe UE have missed a 2-point conversion today, which I think might be the first time.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen it this season. Yeah, definitely. You've probably put the commentator's curse on it now.
Probably. Listen, that's why I said it now.
I've just redone it. Reverse psychology. I've jinxed it back.
No, I'm sure the result of this play is directly affected by the words that we speak. As we see UE rolling out. Nice.
Oh,
and there's the drop.
It happened.
There's the curse.
Kevin Adams couldn't hang on to that bar of soap.
Unlucky. And you're right. Bar of soap. Very slippy. Behind him a little bit as well.
Just hit him 2 hands, Craig. You've got to make that catch.
Yeah, he does.
Come on now.
Listen,
Look, 2 hands.
Yeah, just straight through. That just slides through the gap, doesn't it?
And he claps his hands in disgust on the floor.
Listen, you got a wide receiver out there without any gloves on. You got to respect that.
You don't wear gloves in the wet, Craig. They don't work.
That's true. That is true.
So about just over 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. And again, so UE need 2 more offensive scores now to break the record for this season. In one game, most points scored in one game, offensive points, that is.
Absolutely. And then just one thing, you know, just watching this game and seeing how things are unfolding as we see the kick being pushed back due to that penalty.
Okay, we got a comment on the stream from Drew Carson's mum, Crystal Carson, shout out. Here watching from TN, go Bullets, Bengals all the way tonight. And she says she's rooting for T. Higgins.
There we go, there we go. Yeah, a lot of love across the sport in general. Speaking of love across the sport in general, I don't know if many people watching will have seen this. Unfortunately, one of the BAFA teams, not a university team, but a BAFA team, the Nottingham Caesars, currently have a fundraiser going due to some issues with their kits.
Yeah, some rats, didn't they?
Yeah, rats eating it with mice. I don't have a link directly now, but you can find that on the BBC Sport website.
The UEA player 25 there slid, gave himself up. I don't think he wanted to smoke.
No, as we see a repeat.
And he slows down and just takes a knee. And Jenna does the right thing and just jumps over him. I think they're going to get a flag.
Yeah,
on
81.
81 there for a late hit. I mean, no need for it. You know, Chenna's done the right thing there, jumped over the guy and not hit him while he's giving himself up.
It wasn't aggressive. He wasn't trying to hurt the player, but at the end of the day, the player's giving himself up. You can't go in like that. But yeah, just going back to that, so please have a look if you can. Help Nottingham Caesars try and get their kit back, ready for the season starting up. Very unfortunate circumstance befallen on them. Fallen's a word, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is now.
After the play was over, personal foul. Late hit on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty, first down.
I love his dramatic pauses that he does on his
I was just thinking the same.
He's been doing it all game.
He was taking every moment. There was some shifty eyes in there. He was looking around.
That's the man that definitely knows he's on stream.
Yeah, that's
with a mic.
Great delivery.
Showmanship.
Pal. Great delivery there. It's Evan, isn't it? Our white hat. Yeah, Evan Patterson. Doing a good job today. The whole BAF recruit today. Time clock issues aside, Greener.
Yeah. We'll put that to one side, shall we?
As
we see UEA on offense with great field position, best field position of the day. Maybe a false start there, but the ref's not giving the flag. And it's going to be a tackle for loss again. That looks like Big Mike in the backfield.
Yeah, you see him come off the edge, just really strong. Cuts inside the tight end, number 13.
Sorry, that's Darian Simmons in the backfield, 23. He screwed me over by changing his number. I thought it was 97, but 77. So he's wearing 23 now.
Yeah, the only team sheet I have that's even remotely dry is from week 1, and a lot of the numbers have changed from then.
I'm just doing it from memory, so apologies if I do get a name wrong. But
I have a terrible memory. That's why I'm not bothering.
And it's going to be second and long. Or the UEA offense. Not seen him attempt to pass the ball yet today.
We're going to see another run here.
Oh, missed tackle in the backfield. Oh, nice little gentle hug from 65 there. That was our dancer from earlier. Showing the love.
He's just happy it wasn't his guy that he was meant to block making the tackle.
Hey, and there's the replay.
He appreciates it. He's like, listen, I let you
through.
through.
A little head tap as well.
And I tell you what, the UE offense are probably fizzing at how long this drive is taking.
Yeah, they'll want to be out there, won't they?
They need drives. They need plays. They need the opportunity. They work hard all week. They've worked hard all season. So these running clocks, as much as it really, you know, is a result of the hard work they've put in, it's also it's a double-edged sword.
It is, because it's a good thing.
Is that
it's
ball
a fumble.
It's
a good thing because obviously they're winning by loads, but then the amount of reps that they're getting in games is reduced significantly, and that could come into play when they make it to the playoffs. But most of the guys up north who have been winning have been in competitive games, so I doubt that they've had many running clocks up there.
Exactly, and then you can look at it the other way. You can say, well, they've played more football there. They've played harder. They've played more difficult football, so they're more tired, more fatigued. They've gone through those you know, those ups and downs that the season has more often than not. So we'll see how that plays out when we do get to the playoffs in the next few weeks.
You may have heard in the background there, referee saying that we've reached the end of the third quarter. Obviously, running clock in effect, so it was a very quick 12 minutes there. And the score at the end of the third quarter is UWE Bullets 54, UEA Pirates 0. And it's going to be 4th down when we resume for the fourth quarter.
And then while we're in the break between third and fourth quarter, I'd just like to remind you again that we are sponsored today by PlayOverseas. PlayOverseas have helped the UWE Bullets to recruit in American football since their first recruit, Tyler Zion, in 2018, and have had recruits compete for them every year since. They work closely with Coach Dan Mayer to assist with his recruitment, and the service provided for prospective players is free without any charge at any stage. They've currently helped over 250 US student athletes move to the UK to date. Link is in the YouTube description. And if you'd like to play for the UWE Bullets next season or any other team in the UK, as an approved recruiter, PlayOverseas can support you in completing your UWE application form and guide you through all required steps. PlayOverseas provides a free service to support international applicants and play in the sport alongside their studies in the UK. If you're interested, please go to www.playoverseas.co.uk.
Thanks, Craig.
No worries. I got the cold jitters on that one. You can tell I've got colder as the game's got on.
And there's the punt away, and Kevin Adams was back to return it this time, but he muffs it. Oh, someone down. Is that a bit of a late hit there, maybe? Bit of complaining from the UEA sideline, but no flags. So Matt has confirmed. He meant how many scholarship athletes are on the starting lineup was his question, not supported. He meant scholarship.
So in terms of scholarship players, I believe it's 5 US on the offense, 6 general UK in Europe.
Yeah, it's about that, yeah.
And maybe the reverse on the defensive side.
And Drew's mum, Crystal, has also said that she thinks that's Drew's first ever unsportsmanlike penalty.
You know, I believe I was looking at, when the season was starting, looking at the players UWE were getting, looking at some of the stuff Drew's done, just for his local community, I believe.
Oh, we see him here. Sam Jenkins
back
in it, running back now. Some great shifty little cuts there from Sam.
And this is what I mean, you know, like, we see a player moving like that, and it was easy to say, oh, we think it's Drew, because, you know, he's moving with power, those legs are churning, things that we just saw in the previous drive from Drew.
As we say, it's a great 1-2 punch from these two running backs. You know, we have Freddie Marshall in at receiver now.
All right, we really hope this is a pass play. Get
Freddie the ball.
This is his wedded present, and unfortunately it goes into the backfield to Sam Jenkins, who makes a great cut with some fantastic blocking in front of him. Can he beat the last man? He can.
Oh, I thought he was gone. Great touchdown saving tackle from number 22.
That was a great tackle. Great blocking, did a really good job. Once he received this on the swing route,
I really wanted Freddie Marshall to get the ball there, but, you know, Sam Jenkins doing his thing, makes the first guy miss. Good blocking up front there.
Really great discipline from the offensive line there. You saw they were in front of him, but not until the pass had been completed.
By 22. Great tackle. Shoestrings. Number 19 likes it as well.
Number 5, offense. 10-yard penalty. Play results in a first down.
So that'll be 10 yards from the spot. X there holding on the play.
That is very unfortunate.
They won't go back too far though, because the spot was down the field. So I believe
it's still a first down.
Still
a first down.
Apologies if you see any wiping going on. You know, we've got to try and keep these cameras as dry as possible.
Absolutely. And again, thanks to CheersMate Productions. They're doing a great job in these adverse conditions to bring you the footage we're seeing today.
So about 3 minutes to go here. I know that play call. I saw the hand signal. It's a pass play.
And then we see the offensive line is definitely a pass play.
Ah, Freddie!
Freddie Marshall.
Go on, Freddie.
Driving up, good job.
Nice catch and finish by Freddie Marshall there. Recently married man, as you said just a minute ago.
Absolutely, married on the 2nd of January this year.
Nice spiral. To get that ball to spiral like that in this weather is impressive. especially when you don't have the balls as dry as what they would have in like the NFL, for example, where they change those balls and they have like 50 balls per game.
Absolutely.
As we see Sam Jenkins on the carry up the middle.
Oh, lovely cut to the inside, cuts back to the outside.
There he is.
Makes up for getting that shoestring tackle. You know he feels better about it.
So, epic foul on the lift celebration that time. A 1 from the judges.
Well, the thing is, they couldn't get their dirty dancing on there. Somebody might have put Baby in the corner. Yeah, as we see the cut back to the inside, cut to the outside, just putting the UEA defenders on skates. And unfortunately, bit of payback. That was number 22 that he gave the old shimmy to. As
you say on skates, it is the Winter Olympics at the moment, so you know maybe they're practicing their figure skating. As we see UE line up for the 2-point try. Motion from X. Landers keeps it, and Landers is in.
Well, I'm glad you had a clue what was going on, because I lost. I started following X, then I was following Sam. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's another 2-point conversion for the UE Bullets. And just good movement, good body control. You see it there. He's still running straight, but he's just bending that body, moving the hips around, moving the shoulders, just taking those defenders off guard.
Yeah, and lots of offensive linemen pancaking the defensive linemen. As you see, you may have heard applause there, and that's the football game going on behind us, not the game in front of us there. Lots of parents having a good clap. So if UE score 1 more offensive touchdown, that'll be the most they've scored in 1 season. And Anthony Fersman reckons that he's staking his claim for that offensive coordinator job off Frankie Pankhurst.
Hey, listen, Frankie, if you want to be out skiing and give this opportunity to Anthony Fersman to come in and steal your job.
Hey, he's taking it with 2 hands, isn't he? He's definitely making the most of that opportunity. You know, they say next man up, as you say.
And that implies to the coaches at the same time. Today, this UEA game isn't the only one being played in Bristol, is it? We currently have another game in the Southern Premiership between the Swansea Titans and the Cardiff Cobras.
Yeah, didn't Swansea, weren't they riddled with COVID a week ago, maybe? And they didn't fancy it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure some things will. I'm sure some things will be resolved.
Cardiff had a waterlogged pitch last week, but they didn't fancy travelling to Bristol, and they're suddenly now travelling to Bristol to play Swansea this weekend. Funny how that works.
Yeah, we got both Welsh teams in Filton, but obviously good off Filton to offer the pitch up. Just glad to see the teams actually take them up on the offer this time.
Yeah, and that game obviously has some playoff implications, depending on who wins over there. I think if Cardiff win, I think they'll be the 3 seed, and that will make UEA the 4 seed, which would see Swansea get relegated.
Yeah, so a lot on the line in that game.
And then obviously, if that does happen, the other games mean nothing because the seeds are all locked up, so they probably won't end up getting played. So I guess that's why that was a priority to get that game on.
Absolutely, especially when we're so close to the playoffs. You don't want to be sandwiching in 2 extra games before you start going into the toughest challenge of the season.
Oh, great tackle for loss in the backfield. Apologies, I don't know who 56 is with the Supreme sleeve on. But I don't like the Sondico boots.
A lot of reserved colours in the boots today. We're not seeing some bright orange, I had a lovely pair of bright lime ones before. You know, as a ginger, green goes with ginger, so I was going along that route. But then I was wearing a helmet, so no one knew what my hair colour was anyway.
Right. Are we going to see UEA go to the air? No.
No, we see another run up the middle, or attempted run up the middle, should we say, again. The UE defensive line just doing a great job. Sorry, just having a little giggle. Just saw a nice little star jump from number 64 for the Pirates. As we might see a replay of it. But a lot going on. So we are moving into 3rd down territory, 3rd and 16 for the UEA Pirates. It's less than 4 minutes to go here. I mean, I'd like to see a pass. I'd like to see UEA try and throw the ball here, really just try and get that 1st down. As we do see another run up the middle and another tackle for number 56 with that supreme sleeve that you like and the boots that you don't.
Who wears Sondico boots? He needs to come see me after the game. I got some cleats for him.
Listen, I don't think anybody should be coming to you for gear purposes, Greener.
What's that supposed to mean?
Listen, I'm still missing bicep bands.
Bicep gate. Bicep band gate.
Bicep band gate. We're still talking about it all these years later. As we see 4th down for the UEA Pirates, I believe it's going to be another punt. And yeah, we got number 23 in the backfield. Will be a punt.
So we've got a comment from Michael Wade Jackson. Says it's amazing.
Oh, heads up, Greener.
Is that coming from me?
No, it's close enough.
Almost. Hey! Comment from Michael Wade Jackson. This is amazing. Never thought we would be streamed live as the Bristol Bullets back in 2001 and 2002 and 2006 and 7. Go Bullets, Mike Jackson from Austin, Texas. Great to hear from you, Mike. Glad you're tuning in. Stay with us as there'll be more games. Hopefully we'll have the stream live games of the playoffs as well to come. So
yeah, and just to go back to that, the great point from Michael. This not only has UE come a long way from those days, but the sport over here in general,
yeah, massive.
Making a huge difference. And obviously we'd love to have some more support in Texas. We got a few players from Texas here today, so shout outs to you over there. I'm assuming the weather's much better for you as it is, and also probably very early in the morning. So once again, thank you for joining us. As you see, Drew Carson with a run to the outside. Great blocking in front of him.
Yeah, nice
Still
cut.
going, legs churning. Still on his feet.
Oh, great run
breaking
from
those
Carson.
tackles.
And I believe if there's no flag, that could be the record for UE this season, the most touchdowns they've scored.
And Drew doing his mum proud, not getting an unsportsmanlike penalty on that one.
Don't get another one, you'll be ejected and you'll miss the next game. So just looking back at the comments as we see the replay here, Carson, nice cut and finish in the run, breaking 2 tackles there at the end.
That is great work. The center of balance there from Drew to not go down, just keeping those legs churning, getting his hips nice and low, and just moving, just really good running.
Okay, so yeah, just going back to the
Are we seeing a kick?
We're seeing a 1-point try. You know
tell
why?
Anthony
The score is
Fersman.
68. I wonder why they're going for 1 point.
Yeah, you can tell Anthony Fersman's in charge of the offense today. He's been wanting to kick for a while, though. He's usually their special teams coordinator.
I know that's the only reason why they're going for 1 here. It's 68-0.
Snap infraction, number 3, offense, 5 yards.
Yeah, that's fair.
Still
That is
try
fair.
down.
Okay, so just going back to the comments quickly. It's a shame that both Cardiff and UE had so many issues. Cardiff and Swansea had so many issues, completed their fixtures against UE. Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? I agree with you, GV.
I got to say, just quickly while you're in between the things there, is Sam Jenkins snapping? He is a long snapper, isn't he, as well?
Yep. As we see the kick from Marchin. It's there.
It's good.
And it's 69-0.
That is their first kick of the season.
Fersman is loving it on the sideline. And he's bumping up with Marchin on the sideline. 69-0.
Yeah, we've got Simon on the sideline loving it too. All the players loving it. Honestly, listen, I know it's just 1 point, but this is the first kick they've gone for all season. They're very happy to see it work.
This is the 2-minute warning at 1:24.
And we got the 2-minute warning here at 1:24.
I tell you what, though, that may have been an extra point, but he could have made that from 20 yards, 25 yards.
Yeah. So Man United 897 on the stream said, as an ex-pirate, it's so soul-destroying and embarrassing to see that they look like they're not putting up a fight. Yeah, I mean...
Hey, listen, don't. It might feel that way, but listen, the game's changed. You guys are in the Premiership. There's a big jump between the Division 1 teams and the Premiership teams. It's absolutely huge.
And they've stayed up the last few seasons as well, and they're not going to get relegated this season. Swansea are going to go down. And then also Gary has said that there's a few players missing for UEA, as we said at the beginning.
Yeah, COVID, unfortunately.
And UEA did beat Swansea home and away. Yes, they did. And then Crystal Carson, Drew's mum, has said, yeah, UWE Bullets making history. And yeah, that is it from the comments. But keep them coming. I am regularly checking on my phone on the stream as well. Obviously, we don't have access to them, so I'm having to do that separately. But we get it done, don't we, Craig?
We do. I tell you what, I'm getting anxiety every time your phone comes out of your pocket. The amount of raindrops on there has me...
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep
nice
my fingers are so cold, I'm struggling to type. Big hit there.
Yeah, good work from the UE special teams getting downfield. Limiting that return.
I got a feeling this is going to be the last time that we see the UE offense on. There's less than a minute to go.
Yeah, we'll probably get one more run play.
Yeah, and then that'll be it. Or see what happens. The UEA players just walking off, looking a bit dejected. But hey, guys, you're in the playoffs. Like, look to next week, look to the week after. See what you can do against one of those northern teams.
And listen, it's all about growth as well. I mean, we don't know the UEA team as well as we know the UWE team, but like if you've got a lot of first-year players, second-year players that can help that next generation and learn from these experiences and build from there, it goes a long way. And especially, you can't put a price on playoff experience.
No, you can, and they are. Although it's, you know, it's demoralizing and it sucks, but they are gaining experience from this.
Absolutely, and they also, you know, long journey, long day.
Yeah, as you see a run play straight up the gut, and I think that's probably going to be the last action that we see today. Yeah, referee just blown his whistle.
Next whistle.
So, we'll just wait for the confirmation from the referee. Is there going to be a dramatic pause? We shall see.
No, it's already been dramatic enough.
This is the end of the fourth quarter.
And there we have it. So, our final score here today, the UWE Bullets 69, the UEA Pirates 0.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic play from the UWE Bullets. Again, no, they'll be frustrated to not be able to get much offense going all the time as we see the players interacting, just chatting about the game, having a bit of fun. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you for waking up early if you're stateside. Thank you for staying with us throughout all of this if you're UK side. We obviously want to give a thank you to our sponsors, TeamBuildr, PlayOverseas, and EP Sports.
Yeah, appreciate the guys for sponsoring the stream today. Thanks to CheersMate Productions as well for putting on the show as always. Thanks to our camera team up there who've been braving the weather and the cold, shooting this game for us today. Although it's been wet, it's been windy and cold, but I've enjoyed myself. You, Craig?
Absolutely, it's been a fun day. It always is getting to watch the UWE Bullets team play. Don't know if they'll be having any more regular season games and whether it'll just be straight to playoff football for them now. Yeah,
well, there's nothing scheduled. As I said, they had the Swansea and Cardiff games cancelled, so there's an opportunity to play one game next week, but to be honest, I can't really see it, if I'm honest, and I think that's probably going to be it for the regular season. So we'll probably see you in the playoffs, Craig.
Absolutely, yeah, looking forward to it. And just once again, final score, UWE Bullets 69, the UEA Pirates 0. I've been Craig McLeod.
And I've been Chris Green, and tune in next time. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Super goal.
I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody, pitch side. England have won this one 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.
Callum's looking for Godfrey. Callum got Godfrey. It's Stephen Godfrey. He's in goal. Stephen Godfrey.
Your 2018 champions.